Welcome to Accord Assessment Authoring, Importing Questions. There are times when using an import is more time efficient than creating questions with the Assessment Authoring interface. This lesson will look at two options for importing questions and answers into a question group. First, we'll look at importing question groups from other assessments in the LMS. Then, we'll take a quick look at importing questions from a CSV file. Let's get started. Let's say that we want to add a question group called Oils and Fats to our Food and Nutrition quiz. The first thing we'll need to do is go into the question builder. Now I know that we also have an assessment called Cooking for Health, which has a question group containing questions about oils and fats. The first thing that we want to do is create a new question group. We could name our new question group anything, but we'll go ahead and go with Oils and Fats. I'm going to delete question 1 because we're going to be importing all the questions that go into this new group. Next, I click on the Import Questions button. I'm going to choose Existing Group. This means I'm going to be bringing in a question group from another quiz or assessment. Cooking for Health, Fats and Oils. I click Import, and we get a message telling us how many records were imported. That's to say how many questions were imported. And now you'll see that our new question group we just added, called Oils and Fats, has 4 questions. These questions are now part of my food and nutrition quiz. Any changes that I make to the questions here will not affect the assessment from which they were imported. One other consideration is that the questions and answers are imported, but no other assessment settings will be affected. So, for example, if I import questions with answer feedback, that feedback won't be shown to my learners unless the feature has been turned on in the advanced options of this particular quiz. The Accord Academy is a practical example of how imports can save considerable time and effort. The Accord LMS Admin Certification Learning Path has a number of courses, and each course includes a quiz with a single question group. Creating the final exam took almost no time. We simply imported the question groups from each of the other quizzes and instructed the system to select 4 questions at random from each group, giving us a total of 20 questions on our final exam. The exam covers all the material from the individual course quizzes without needing to reinvent the wheel. Finally, here's a quick overview of our CSV file upload. You can see we're looking at it in Microsoft Excel right now. This example is the vegetable question group from our food and nutrition survey. Each row represents one question-answer combination. For example, rows 2 through 5 contain the data for the first question. According to the U.S. government, how many servings of vegetables should you eat each day? Any values that apply to the entire question should be repeated for each row. For example, column D, weight, is going to be the same for each row because it's all the same question. Starting with row H, we need to provide data for each answer. In this case, we have 4 answers in column I, their answer feedback in column J, and whether it's a correct answer in column K. Once you've populated your CSV file, you can import it into any question group as demonstrated earlier in this lesson. For further information and sample import files, please visit support.accordlms.com. This concludes our course on the Accord LMS Assessment and Survey Authoring tool. Thanks for watching.